Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a layout with these 3 photos taken from a lookout tower that we have on the mountain, on the top of the mountain on the north side of our town. And it's overlooking the town, and you can see that it's a coastal town, something that we sometimes forget since the coast area in Sundsvall is pretty much an industry coast. So for everyday people, we don't go very much to the town coast. So when we want to go to the seaside, we need to go out more into the countryside. But from this point of view, you see that this is really a coastal town, and it's a very pretty sight from up there, and I love to go there. And even though this particular day wasn't sunny, I think the photos are really stunning, especially since I got a couple of different perspectives in these 3 shots. The upper left photo, it has the view. And the upper right photo has my daughter and a part of the lookout tower, so that you can see the fence and also the wall. And the lower photo, there you can see my hubby and our son looking upwards towards the camera. And then you see the height of the tower. So I think the different kind of perspectives in these photos make the whole series very fun and very interesting to look at. So I decided to scrapbook them, even though they aren't sunshiny photos of our town. The collection that I'm using for this page is the Snap Pack Happy from Simple Stories. And this was a package that I treated myself to a while back, and it has 131 different pieces, and it's mainly project life cards in the size of 3x4 and 4x6. But there are also 2x2 pieces and a couple of shape die cuts. And I think that this was a really fun collection to buy, and I'm getting a lot of mileage out of it. I am actually planning to later today go back and see if I can do even more styled pages from this collection. The video I posted a while back called Buttercups were also from this collection. And there I chose a couple of 2x2 cards and 3x4 cards that had yellow and blue. And this time I'm going with the watercolor effect. So I'm choosing basically the cards that have the same like watercolor, almost like gradient type design. Last time I went more with the clear colors or the single colors. But I'm piecing together a background around my photo block, and this is something that I really love doing. As you know, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I love to cover up. It's something that's really inspiring to me. I love to piece things together to cover up the whole back or the background. And with this particular technique, it's like almost like a grid, but taking to the extreme, I think. And I think that's really fun to be able to fill the page in the same kind of style, with the same kind of pattern papers, and pretty much use up lots of small pieces. So I'm cutting in the cards. I don't have any problem with that. And there are plenty of cards in this collection that don't have text or pattern on them. So these fit that perfectly. When you go with pattern papers or pattern cards, I guess that would be a bit more hard to make them go together. But in these cases, I think it works perfectly. There are 3 cards that I want to have in their like whole, and those are the ones with the text. And the text is similar in style, and they are all in white. And I think it's inspirational. You can use them with pretty much any photos. Happy together and a happy place, and good things are going to happen. So it was easy to just take them out of the bag and start using them. I've also placed more like a ledger print or a notebook card on the left side of the photo block, where I'm going to start my journaling. The journaling will then go over the journaling will actually end up being longer than that card, but I'll make that work in a while. I had a whole ring full of washi, a thin washi that I bought at TGR earlier this year, and I thought that it would be fun to use those as frames. I used the green tape to cover up a sliver of background paper that was still showing in the lower left corner, and then I also came back with a pink almost like chevron print at the top of the page, and I will continue with those washi tapes towards the end of this process. I wanted to make a fun title for the page, and I went with my Heidi Swap Color Shine sprays, and I die cut with my Silhouette Cameo a couple of the title in white cardstock, and then I'm going to spray on top of them, and I will place the words as I want to have them on my page in my spray box, and then I will use more than one color, and it will actually create almost like a rainbow effect, or at least a rainbow effect. I think that's the best word. So I'm just choosing a couple of colors that I like, and which I find in the colors on the layout, and just spraying on top of them, of the letters. The reason why I wanted to place them in this box in the order that they are going to be on my page is that I want to have gradients that will be true when I place them down on the page. So if the town word is below the view word, the color from the view will go over to the town. So you understand. I don't need to explain that to you. I love the thing having a spray box. I have 2 actually. One is large so that I can fit an entire 12 by 12 page in it. This one is smaller for smaller things, so I don't need to have that big box on my desk. These boxes have made it more convenient for me to use my sprays, and I think that's important. If it is easy to use them and it's less messy, then you use them more. So I always have these boxes by my side. I don't need to go and buy or find a new box in storage just to spray a couple of pieces of paper. I have them by my side all the time, and they are entirely there for this purpose. So I think that has helped me using my sprays a lot more, because it is a bit messy, and the box takes away almost everything of that mess, and it dries up in between the times I use them, the boxes, and that makes them last a long time before I need to change them. So that's a idea that I want to share with you. Now I'm taking a break in my journaling to place down the title of the page, and you can see here it's quite a fun effect of these almost like watercolor effect letters on top of the other watercolor effects, and the shine of the Heidi Swap color shines is really amazing. I wish I remembered to use them more often because they are truly stunning. And spraying them on top of letters like this makes them look really like almost store-bought. and it's fun to make something completely different once in a while. They got a bit lost on the pattern background, so I went over the title with a thin pen line just to outline them and make them more visible, make them stand out more. And now I'm continuing my journaling onto the green pattern paper, and at first I thought it looked a bit strange that I began the journaling on the striped paper, and then continue to it like it almost it looked unintentional. It looked like, oh, she wanted to make this much journaling, and then she it kind of went overboard. But I was pleased with the look when the page was done, so I think that this is just a fun way of doing things. Now I take out that ring of thin washi tape again, and trying to just see where I can place some edges and borders, and I think that became really fun as well. It was a nice collection of washis, and it was fun to start using it. It has been just for decoration in my scrapbooking cart, and that was not why I bought it. I wanted to use it, of course. So I'm making a couple of corners and just creating a border, finishing border around the page. And here's the finished album page, and some close-ups so that you can see the details and the watercolor effect of the title. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon here in my channel again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.